You may have heard your professor use the terms scholarly article or peer-reviewed article when discussing the kinds of sources to look for in your research. But what do these terms mean? Scholarly and peer-reviewed articles are articles published in scholarly research journals. They are written by researchers to share their practices and findings with other professionals in their field. These articles have undergone multiple tests to verify their quality. Most journals only publish between 40 and 60% of submitted articles. To better understand what peer review means, let's take a look at the whole process of scholarly publication. Let's start with a researcher who makes an exciting new discovery and wants to share their findings with the academic community. The researcher writes a draft article and submits it to a journal for publication. Then, the article undergoes its first test. The editor of the journal reads the article and determines if she thinks it is good enough for publication. This process is known as editorial review. If the editor likes the article, she then provides copies of it to a group of experts for further quality review. This is the second and most important test, known as peer review. It's called peer review because the experts do research in the same field as the author of the article, making them his peers. Since these experts act as judges in the peer review process, they're sometimes also called referees. So peer-reviewed articles may also be called refereed articles. The peer reviewers ask questions to assess the quality of the article. They need to determine things like, is the methodology of the research sound? Are the conclusions logical? Are the findings original? Does the research represent a major contribution to the field? Based on the answers to these questions, reviewers make a recommendation to the journal editor on whether the article should be published. Even if the article is accepted, it is common for the editor to ask the author to make revisions before publication. As you can see, the publication process takes time. There's usually a lag between current events and the publication of peer-reviewed articles related to those events. Once an issue of a journal is published, it is made available to subscribers, which are usually university libraries. Because peer review relies on human judgment, it can replicate human bias. Historically, marginalized authors have had less success in getting published, so their voices weren't always represented in the scholarly conversation. Journal editors today acknowledge this, and many are actively implementing changes to highlight more diverse voices and publish the most rigorously researched articles written by people of all backgrounds. One way to find peer-reviewed articles for your assignments is to use Summon, a discovery tool which can be found on the Wayne State Library homepage. After entering your search terms, choose Scholarly and Peer-Reviewed Articles in the filters on the left-hand side of the results page. Still need help? Librarians are available via chat, email, or by appointment.